Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, it's great to be here.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. Now it's Mbappe. Well, now here is a young man who really does seem to have the whole world at his feet. Lamine Yamal, a player of barely matched potential and indeed of barely matched expectation.
And the inevitable comparisons that go along with that, Peter.
And are those comparisons justified?
Well, from what I've seen of him so far, very much so. There's pace and great technique, but the most outstanding quality about him is his maturity, especially when it comes to making the right decisions. That's what sets him apart, for me anyway.
Can he latch on to this?
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure. Niceties are not part of this approach. This is actually quite aggressive.
He's not got that quite right. Pacho. So Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Camavinga. Quarter of an hour played. Aimed beyond the defence. Little pass back. That has been slung wide. And it's Gavi. Marcelo picks it up out wide. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Dembele shapes to shoot! Denied by an instinctive save.
Dembele really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Tottenham with the corner, they're first. Raya claims comfortably. And now a sudden chance to counter. Fernandez. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. Tries to play it through. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Molina.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Well, that's been cut out, well played. Gavi powering forward here.
Barcelona really do like to play with a distinctive style, one that's pacey and expansive.
And they have the players, those players that love a gallop or two out wide.
Yeah, they're the key supply routes, Peter, carrying the ball and then delivering it across that box.
Oh, good take and a good... Ferran Torres! Hakimi can clear it away.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Camavinga. Laporte. He's looking wide. It's a good-looking delivery. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Camavinga. Looking for the run. Oh, well measured. And this is Dembele. Oh, super ball. Oh, sweet feet. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Mendes running with the ball. And no, that was never going to make it. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
What a throw in. Now, can they get him away? And he's got... And it's Neymar.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Swings it across. Oh, he's having a go! And the keeper couldn't hold it. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Yamal. Looking for options for movement. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Crossed into the box. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper. Now it's Mbappe. And that has left him in a heap. He ran himself into trouble there. Free kick given away. And the referee has shown him a yellow card.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Always goal side. Mbappe. So much time and space here. Oh, whistle's gone. Now then. The referee's decided that he was fouled outside the box, and it is just a free kick. So the last big chance perhaps before half-time. Mbappe! And that is the end of the first half. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. The midway point of the game.
Tottenham certainly have plenty of positives to take from that first half, especially the way they were able to turn it on in the last few minutes. I can see them coming out with more menace, more meaningfulness after the break, as momentum is definitely with them now.
Still waiting for this to take off. It's goalless at half-time. Back on the way then.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first. Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Marcelo promptly onto that, and that is that. Camavinga, and it's Vitinha. Neymar. Marcelo has the space to scheme. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Messi does well not to be outdone there.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Terrific effort! That needed to be better, and he knows it.
Well, that's a move which shouldn't be allowed to repeat. A dribble, cross and attempt, all too easy.
He whips in across. Hakimi. Well, if you did take an extended half-time break, you'll be relieved to hear that you have missed nothing. Hangs one in. Senesi. Oh, he's been caught napping. There's the shot! It's loose now and they want to get it back. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Marcelo. Camavinga. Played with finesse. Molina is there and he can get that clear. Barcelona do have a chance to counter here. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. And it's Messi. This might spell danger. Not the most convincing of passes. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Fermin. No breakthrough and well into the second period. It is still anyone's game. That's going across goal. Ferran Torres is flagged offside. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Marcelo. It's not an especially good pass, that. Here's Vitinha. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Messi. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Yamal. Oh, that's fabulous. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. It's a promising position. And it's Neymar. Now, what about a counter-attack? He's in a great position here. And the shot!
Barcelona really can't be faulted for their attitude.
Oh, what a mistake! Gets a good foot in there. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Neatly clipped into space. Caught offside that time. Messi. Fermin, played out to the left flank, pinches it off him. And it's Lopez. Can he get onto this? No, that's been intercepted. Oh, the touch is just too thick. Could really have done without that.
It speaks for itself, doesn't it? Best left there. Well, the crowd's impatience is an indicator that they haven't quite given up on a goal just yet.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off.
That's alert and sharp, and very well played. Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Muscular approach does pay off here. Dembele, looking to play him in. Oh, shooting chance! And it's hit the woodwork and out! Messi.
There will be 1 minute added time.
And it's Fernandez. He's a sharp little ball here. Mbappe. Gavi. And the referee brings it to a close. So a tough one to gauge. Defensive dominance combined with wastefulness in attack. And the outcome inevitable. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, a decent draw, Peter, with a good mix of action and plenty of talking points, and it ended with the right result, in my opinion.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, it's great to be here.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So we're very much on the way now.
Now there's a player with a silky pass and a steely tackle.
Xabi Alonso.
Yeah, a midfielder renowned for his tremendous array of passes while offering his defence a solid shielding presence too.
Players don't come a whole lot better in his position, do they?
Not really, and not many can boast the same quality of performance either, Peter.
More and more pressure on the ball here. Zielinski gets a foot in here. Lewandowski! Goal! Ecuador! And it's Ecuador who go ahead. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Tottenham are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Well, there's the clearance. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
He won't be happy with that one. Searching pass he's played there. Well, that's been cut out, well played. Vitinha. And it's Valverde. Valverde. Oh, this is a terrific run. Lewandowski. Brilliantly cut out. Oh, good-looking ball. No way through. Alonso. Valverde. Zielinski. And he's there to get it away. Camavinga.
Tottenham are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
And it's Vitinha. Well, that has not gone well. Now that looks a decent ball. Mbappe engages and forces him off the ball. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Looking to play him in. Tries one from range. It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Hakimi. Can he get it through? And this is Lewandowski. Vitinha. Neymar. Oh, easy pickings there. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And it's been played through. And that is expertly dealt with. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Spread neatly. And we have our very first corner. And now a sudden chance to counter. Mbappe! Taken back almost at once.
That pressing is so good, it's nice and early.
Now it's Mbappe. He has found the way through. Mbappe! Xabi Alonso pinches it off him. He's having a pop! He's done very well to get to that.
Camavinga actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Ecuador have the chance to go the other way. And this is Lewandowski. Oh, he's bustling through here. It's Lewandowski! That's put paid to the danger. Van Dijk cuts it out. picked out brilliant. Alonso! No, he's missed it.
Well, I suppose he was being urged to shoot. Maybe the crowd will stay a little quieter next time. Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Camavinga.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply. That's just playing it safe and simple.
Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Tottenham clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Hakimi. And it's Neymar. Trossard. Lewandowski. Knocks it into space.
Se agregará
Gavi.
un minuto al tiempo reglamentario.
Neymar. Can he get on the end of this? Xavi Alonso. And that is the end of the first half. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness perhaps the only things lacking. Tottenham unable to get back onto level terms before half-time. They trail 1-0.
Muchas gracias.
It's been a pretty tepid display. They'll want to use this break wisely to regroup and come out with some fresh initiatives. This is all still very salvageable, maybe even winnable.
So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon.
Se va a realizar un cambio.
So we're underway for the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
And that is out of play. And it's Robertson. Delivered from distance. And he's cut it out. Nicely shaped ball.
Ecuador have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
Van Dijk kept his eye on it, and he's there. It's not an especially good pass, that. Yamal. Gavi. Driving on and making good progress. And he's running through. Gavi. Good driving run. Alexander-Arnold, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Gives it back. Great ball, and the shot! And that's a sharp finish. It's offside, and that'll count for nothing.
Well, I think he knew, Peter, the way he sheepishly looked across.
A moment's uncertainty there, but it is the right call. Tottenham still trailing by one and looking here to take it up a notch after the break. Camavinga. Trossard. Vitinha was in no mood for any of that. Gets a good foot in there. And it's Valverde. He's a sharp little ball here. Oh, the touch is just too thick. Could really have done without that.
Yeah, very careless, and I leave it at that.
So we've reached the hour mark. Olise. Yamal, the ultimate schemer, the supplier-in-chief. And he's intervened well there. Now. So. Oh, well played. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
We've not seen much from this team as a whole, Peter. OK, that's largely due to the way their opponents have approached it, but they can up their game considerably, and I mean considerably.
Looking for the run.
It was indecision all round. They have to do a bit better than that.
Pacho. Tottenham are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Good ball over the top. That is a brilliant interception. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Shoots! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Mbappe really should be making an apology. That longer range pass gave him a golden chance then.
Camavinga. Van Dijk. Tries to pass it through. Now this could be a chance. Marcelo can clear it away. And it's made its way to him. Well, that looks a decent ball. Played in. And a header! And that's a good finish. 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Ecuador are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, I think it's just the reward for their application. They played with great courage to try and kill this off, and for me, it looks like they've just about done it.
Camavinga, good purposeful running this. Has a look and plays it forward.
Tottenham seem happy to bash their heads against the brick wall, Peter. That central route forward is just a no-go zone.
Lewandowski. Donnarumma breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
And he's picked out the run. And that is well cleared. Mbappe gets flagged offside. He's on it, can he get away?
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
No, he's not getting his way this time. Oh, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. It's a pretty loose pass. And that's another good win of the ball.
Se van a jugar 2 minutos de compensación.
And Dijk kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. He's in a good position, and a chance! Denied by an instinctive save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Corner number 2 then. And we're done. Well, that's a tough one. Losing is never good, but this one feels especially hard to take. Not a lot that went glaringly wrong, but the result is one that will make them suffer. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Well, there was a distinct lack of clarity or commitment in everything the players were trying to do. Looking pretty lethargic, and they were ruthlessly exploited, and deserved to be.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all. Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kick-off.
Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Yeah, Joshua Kimmich. In many ways, the ultimate modern fullback in that he contributes just as much offensively as he does defensively. He seems to have a great instinctive understanding of when to move forward, and that means he rarely gets caught out of position on the counter-attack. He should be a key player for this team.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him.
Oh, it's Dembele. And he's managed to get free. Pass somewhat off target. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Sunderland clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Sunderland ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there.
Good read, needed to be. And it's hoisted clear.
Now it's Mbappe. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, he's been caught now. Chance for a shot! Goal! And we have liftoff. Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
It's shocking, the ease with which he was able to get into the space, and a player of his quality was highly unlikely to miss that.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Genuine physical edge about this game. It is quite attritional.
Oh, some astute defending there. Pacho kept his eye on it, and he's there. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Looking for the run. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Kimmich. That's good running with the ball. McAllister. It's a promising position. That's good play. Knocks it into space. Drives it in.
Oh, good climb! And yes, it's there! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
Real chance! And he's stuck it away! And the comeback is complete!
A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Tottenham really were asking for trouble there by failing to cope with a formidable press.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
And it's Neymar. That's a good ball.
Dembele really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Looking for options for movement. Lofted in. And that could well leave a mark. Hakimi. No way through. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Mbappe. And it's Marcelo. Can he get it through? Oh, good take in a good area.
And no mistake. Level again. Yes, we have!
I could watch this every week, Peter. Talk about strength of character. Wonderful.
They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
It is compelling, this, utterly compelling.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Iniesta. Shot, surely! And that's a sharp finish. Into the lead once more. Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
What about the pass, Peter? It was played so intelligently and he picked out the perfect target.
Sunderland have their lead. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep.
Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. And he is going into that little black book.
Well, talk about being caught between a rock and a hard place. I don't think he had much choice there, although he's paid for it.
Half-time nearly with us. They will be desperate not to concede here. Vitinha shoots! And it's hit the woodwork and out! Well, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Well, you couldn't have asked for a better chance, really, and 99 times out of 100, and you know what I'm going to say next.
Kimmich. This is a promising build-up. Van der Vaart. He's had it taken off him.
Yeah, he's fouled him there.
It's a pretty loose pass. Gavi.
There will be 3 minutes
Neymar.
added time.
Oh, it's Dembele. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. That's a nicely weighted pass. Deftly out wide. Not the most accurate pass. And it's Neymar. Nicely weighted ball.
Oh, well played. He needed to get that right.
And that is the end of the first half. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Well, it's been played at such a frenetic pace. I'm amazed it's only been 45 minutes. I'm wondering whether these players are going to be able to maintain that energy.
Well, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon.
So that was the first half. We believe the boys can turn it around. Of course they will. Substitutions taking place.
So, into the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Oh, he's taken out. That'll be a foul. And he's going to have his name taken. Well, there is concern on the faces of the players standing around him here.
So, is it really plausible to have a hit from here? Now there's a fine ball. Caught offside that time. Mbappe going forward. Camavinga. Neymar.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Quality ball.
Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Now it's Mbappe.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Now it's Mbappe. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Couldn't squeeze it through. Still they trail, and time is ticking away. Ball is over the line.
Substitution on the field. Number 15, Mbappe.
Pacho.
Number 18.
Tottenham still have the cards to affect this game.
On the field. Number 19, Olise.
Iniesta.
Number 22, Jamal. Substitution.
Olise. Camavinga. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. He's found a way through. McAllister. Camavinga. Cross into the box. Van Dijk deals with that comfortably. Jamal. Well, that has not gone well.
Right here, right now, it's not looking favourable. They're chasing the ball and the game.
Camavinga cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift.
He leaps for it! Well taken goal. And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
They've seen the light, and the opposition have been left in the dark.
Mbappe was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Camavinga. And it's Dembele. Threads one in. That has been slung wide. He has found a way through. Mbappe goes for a shot! Oh, great defending. That needed doing. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. And he's been shifted off it. He's a sharp little ball here. This is Dembele. Jamal. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Konate gets it away. Engages and forces him off the ball. Gavi.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Now it's Kostic. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Kostic! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Oh no, this does not...
Can he finish?
Van Dijk gets it clear. Now it's Mbappe.
Chance! It is pretty much a done.